Hey lovelies, I hope you're doing well. I'm a little bit late with my update this week because I had too much stuff to do yesterday and I started a juice cleanse, a 3-day juice cleanse, and man, the first day of that is hard. Liver season is the best time of year to do it, but man, it's difficult. I'm doing a juice cleanse from Raw Juicery. I'm not affiliated with them. I just happen to really like their signature cleanse. I'm on my G3 Live juice right now, which is my lunchtime juice. So I figured while I'm having that, I could chat with you all about the energies and what's present. It is eclipse season and they're always interesting. This one has felt very floaty and ungrounding for me, actually. It's been hard for me to stay really present in my body because there's just been a lot of emotions and other things being processed, I think, that are just making it hard to be in the body. So I'm glad that I'm focusing on the body and working through a cleanse to just bring that focus in. And I taught this week the last class of my New Earth Relating on our relationship to the earth. And so it's a good time to be getting outside, and the weather is just so beautiful this time of year, even though we have all the pollen. Let's talk about these eclipse portals. I always tell people that they're like wild cards. The first eclipse is the lunar eclipse. We had that on the 25th. We have a solar eclipse on the 8th. The lunar eclipse was in Libra, I believe, which is very much about balance and relationships and fairness and justice. And so that's how I've been experiencing it too. It's been a lot of conversations around needs and wants and desires and feeling in balance in that and feeling that I'm allowed to have those needs and wants and desires and express them. And that's been what's been coming up in a lot of my sessions as well. But I have a feeling like this is the quiet before the storm. I think the April 8th eclipse is going to bring a lot of fire, and what I hope it will do, I'm not sure, but what I hope it will do is light a fire under some of us that have been playing it safe and playing it small, and propel us into confidence and belief and action and trusting ourselves. That's what I hope will happen. That's what I'm intending anyways for us as individuals. On the world stage, all bets are off. The world is burning down on some levels around us, right? Which I've been telling you all for the last few years, that's what has to happen. These systems have to change and things have to break down and conflicts have to arise. And just because there's conflict doesn't mean that we can't have some sort of internal harmony and we can't chart our own course, but we also have to give ourselves grace because there is a lot of stuff going on in the world and it's really hard to look at. And so we're in these beautiful spring energies here in the Northern Hemisphere, this rebirth energy, but it can be hard to tap into that. And so you have to do the work internally to channel your own truth and your own vibration in this chaotic world that we live in. And especially when we're in this eclipse window, it feels like we're getting pulled in a lot of different directions, and we have to be mindful of that. We have to be mindful of what it looks like to be back and grounded in our truth and working with our own desires and our own wants and our own needs first. Then we can go back out into the world and try to help and try to do good. But this is a time for care and feeding of our individual selves, I think. I just had a session with a new client and we were talking about building a relationship with her inner child, and she was talking to me about all these health issues that she has. Pretty much all of them are ones that I've been through on my healing journey. And it was just interesting to me because what she kept saying is, I'm not sure that I know what I want. And when we got down to it, she was very clear on what she wants. She's clear on wanting love and connection and joy and to feel passionate about her life. But what she wasn't clear on was how to get there and the things that she needed to be doing. And quite honestly, I don't think we need to be clear on that. I think part of us being in our inner radiance and shining our light, which is the last theme of March that we're working with right now, is about us kind of tapping into those innermost desires, those innermost joy feelings that we want to cultivate and what that would look like for us, and just the pure vibration of it, and saying, yes, universe, I want more of that in whatever form it's going to take, even though I might be a little afraid of what form it might take and what might need to change. I want more ability to be in my inner radiance and shine my light and be in my truth and be in my joy. And so maybe if we stop focusing on the how and the what of that, we can be more in alignment with the feeling of that. And that feeling and that desire for wanting more peace and wanting more love and wanting more connection, we can't allow what's happening in the world and what's happening in our individual lives that may look counter to that to take us out of that very childlike desire that we have for joy and peace and love and happiness. We still have to process all the hard things. We still have to deal with all the hard emotions, but don't let that dim that inner desire and that inner light that you have that is shining underneath all of that heaviness and all of that density that we encounter on a day-to-day basis. Don't let the world rob you of your joy and your excitement and your highest light. When we're in an eclipse portal, in the in-between piece, we're in the darkness. And then when the solar eclipse happens, at the end of that solar eclipse, the light returns. It's like an equinox energy almost, where we're going through winter or summer solstice. Very similar to that. And so you may feel like you're in the dark on a lot of things right now and things are feeling a little confusing and you're not really sure. That's okay. Try to be with that and try to just keep cultivating the things that you know to be true, that you know that you really want in your life, and leaning into that and welcoming more of that and affirming that when you do experience it. Have a beautiful rest of your week, everyone. I'll try to be back next week with another video, although it'll probably be towards the beginning of the week with the energy update for April. And we'll tune in and tap into the energies of April and what we're going to be working on. Spoiler alert, we're going to, I think in our healing circle, be working on healing self-abandonment. Woo, big topic, okay? All right, have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.